Before I start this video, I want to say this. Every single relationship is different. The way people give and receive love can vary a lot depending on their own experiences and how they grew up and what they've been through. So not everything in this video is going to apply to every single person the same way. But if it relates to you, you'll understand exactly what I mean. Today we're going to be talking about words of affirmation and what it means. Some people don't feel loved unless they hear it out loud. And that doesn't mean they're a needy person necessarily. It doesn't mean they're insecure. It just means the way they experience love is through words, through reassurance, through being told how much they matter, through hearing things like, I appreciate you or I love you. And for them, love isn't something they assume. It's something they need to hear to fully feel. And words aren't just words to them. They carry meaning. They create clarity. They remove doubt, because without those words, their mind can start filling in gaps on its own. They might start overthinking, questioning how you feel, wondering if they're not enough. Not because they want to do this, but because silence leaves room for uncertainty. And when you've experienced that uncertainty before, you learn to rely on words to feel secure. And a lot of the time, this doesn't just come out of nowhere. It comes from how they grew up, or like maybe they didn't hear affection often, or love wasn't expressed verbally to them. Maybe they had to guess how people felt instead of being told. So now as they get older, they crave the clarity they didn't have before, and they want to hear it. Not because they're asking for too much, but because they're trying to feel something they didn't get at a young age. Oftentimes, this is where a lot of relationships struggle, because not everyone shows love the same way. Some people think, if I'm here, if I'm loyal, if I'm doing things for you, that should be enough. And to them, it is. But for someone whose love language is words, that doesn't always translate the same way. They might see your actions, but still feel like something is missing. Not because you're not doing enough, but because you're not speaking it the way that they understand. And it can feel confusing. They might start questioning things that might not even be a problem. They overthink small changes. They wonder if something is wrong. They feel unsure even when nothing has actually changed. And over time, that can create distance. Not because, again, they don't care, but because they don't feel reassured. And I want you to look at it like this. It's not something that should be complicated. It's not about saying the perfect thing. It's just about consistency. Like simple, small things. The I appreciate yous, the I'm proud of yous, the I care about yous. Like those small little sentences can mean everything to someone who values words. Because it makes them feel seen, it makes them feel secure, and it reminds them that they matter. And it's very important to understand that not everyone can naturally express love this way. Some people feel it deeply, they just don't always say it. So part of it is communication, explaining what you need instead of expecting someone to just figure it out and know. Because love isn't just about feeling something, it's about learning how to show it in another way to the other person so that they can understand as well. So at the end of the day, words of affirmation aren't about needing constant validation. They're about connection. They're about clarity. They're about feeling loved in a way that actually reaches you. And if you're someone who needs to hear it, there's nothing wrong with that. And if you're someone who loves someone like that, sometimes the smallest words can mean the most. If you made it this far in the video, I just wanted to say thank you. It's the first episode of the 5 love languages series that I decided to start. It means a lot to me that you took the time out of your day to sit here and listen to something like this. These aren't always easy topics to talk about, and they're not always easy to hear either. So the fact that you are here says something. I appreciate you so much more than you probably realize. And I think that's all I have for you guys. So as always, stay rolly.